Hello, everybody, and welcome back. So in this video, we're going to be building a to-do list manager in C++. So this program is pretty much going to let us add tasks, mark them as done or partially done. We can also delete tasks and print our list. Along the way, we'll use some of our important C++ features like structs, enums, and the list class. So yeah, and I'm going to go into great detail about all those. So let's go ahead and get started. So first, we're going to need a way to represent each task. A task isn't just a text, but it also represents or has a status. So to model this, I created two things, an enum called status up here, as you can see, with three values, undone, partial, and done. So this kind of makes our code more readable than just using numbers, because we could do numbers in there, but make it more complicated and have people scratching their head like, what? So, we put it more simple, or made it more simple. And then we also have a struct here, which is called to do item, that has two fields. And these fields are string description for our task text. And then we also have a status, which is just to track progress. So every task in our program is a to do item and with both a description and a status. So next, we're going to need a container to hold all of our tasks, right? So for this, we are going to use a C++ list class. And basically, a list is a sequence or it's a sequence container that just allows fast insertion and deletion anywhere in your list. So you can basically put whatever you want in your list, and you can just delete it as just as fast. And it's perfect for a to-do list, since we're going to be adding and deleting stuff pretty frequently for our list. So basically, we're going to declare to-do item and to-do list, as you can see here. All right, and then our program also runs in a loop. So asking the users for commands, the available commands that we're going to have are going to be add, which is just going to add a new task, done, which is going to mark the task as finished. Then we have partial, that marks a task as partially done. Most of this stuff is pretty self-explanatory, but delete, remove a task, print, display the task on the list, and then quit, which is just going to completely exit the program. This just makes the program interactive and more easier to use. And I'm going to show you guys an example of that at the end of this video, or towards the end of this video. But you can also see where I've entered most of those tasks. As you can see, add, partial here, done, delete, and so on and so forth. So that way, the program will read it, and that way, it pretty much represent that when I run the code, and then you can interact with it. So when the user types add, the program is going to ask for a description, and then it's going to create a new to-do item. And with that description, it sets its status to undone by default. So finally, we'll just push it into the list using a pushback, which is right here, as you can see, pushback. If everybody can see that. For example, if I add, let's say, finish homework, the program is going to store that as finished homework, and then it's going to also right next to it, it's going to, ask for a status, and then you're going to ask for the number, and then it's going to pop up once you press print, and it's going to show finished homework status undone. So if the user types done or partial, the program is also going to ask, like I said before, it's just going to ask for the task number, and it's going to pretty much do the same thing. It's pretty repetitive, like I said, I'm gonna show you guys that towards the end. Um, so with the delete command, the program, as I explained before, the program asks for the task number. So whatever task number you're trying to delete, whether that's task 1, 2, 3, and it can have different, it can have different statuses, and it can have uh, different things like finish homework or take a bath or wash clothes. It can have whatever number that is, and that can be number 1, 2, 3. You can just type in either 1, 2, or 3, and basically once you do that, it's going to find that number on the list, and then it's going to completely erase it. So it's just going to completely remove the task from the to-do list. So it's pretty self-explanatory. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna run this program, and I'm gonna show you guys a quick example. So Press run at the top here. All right. So now all I will do is, oops, enter a command, add finish homework here, right? And then all I will put is, let's say we can do put done. Oops. Oh, I'm gonna put add. So now it's going to add done. And then once you do that, all you're going to do is put print. And then it pretty much shows your task here. And then it also shows that they are undone. But those going to also change if you want them to, or like I said, you also can delete them as well. So let's just say we want to delete, oops, my bad. We just type in delete here, and it's going to ask for the task number, like I told you guys before. And so let's say I want to delete task 2. And then once I enter that, task 2 has been deleted. It says it at the bottom, task deleted. And then all I do is press print again, type in print, and then you no longer see task 2. So that's pretty much how you run this program for a to-do list. Manager. So if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, please feel free to reach out. But that's all I got. Thanks, you guys.